And now Sasso coming off the bogey. Can't help but think of the amazing up and down she made at 17 yesterday from the right side. But coming off the bogey means it is a 2-shot lead as she plays the last, one of the more difficult holes all week long, straight up the hill from the fairway.
Should have no problem clearing the bunker on the right. Oh, she went after that hard, high, towering, beautiful drive.
Taking advantage of really the strength of her game. Her tee-ball, I mean, that is way down there. And she'll have just a short to mid-iron.
And if you think the drama at 17 and the bogey there caused her to just kind of bypass some fans, she just took the time coming over from the 17th green to the 18th tee to take care of some fans, sign some autographs while she's trying to put away another one of these U.S. Women's Open titles.
I'm just trying to win a U.S. Open. No big deal. Here's the signature.
Deal. Yeah, maybe that helps her stay relaxed as Lee now has this for birdie at 16.
Tricky putt here. Uphill. Got a good bit of break to the left as well.
Such a severe slope. It's hard to give it enough pace, and still has some work left to save her par. You have to think she needs to make that, considering Yuka is in prime position there on 18.
Well, the bunker cam has been a popular spot for the players, with the teeing ground up and being just 232 yards away. Sarah Kemp taking her shot from the Deloitte bunker cam. And they have fared pretty well. In fact, when you played in this championship all those years ago, Morgan, you were in that front bunker as well before we had a bunker cam.
It's not a bad place to be. You're below the hole, got a lot of green to work with. It's definitely better than missing right, as we've already seen today.
Good sounding bunker shots there at the 16th, which set up a number of birdies for a number of players. But the best that Andrea Lee can do is make a par. And Sasso in control of this championship as she heads up the 18th. Just made another beautiful, one of her patented powerful swings. But again, the whole location at 18, no bargain. It is tricky. And that awaits Sasso in just a couple moments. Last player to win a second U.S. Women's Open, Inbee Park. That came 11 years ago. Now Lee for this must-make par.
Not easy. Uphill and a bull break left. You've got to get everything just right and keep the speed up. It will be slow.
Clutch putt by Lee. It's a par, so it keeps her in the hunt. Two back as she heads over to the tough 17.
Where Shibuno has this for a birdie.
Doesn't have to worry about pace as much here. Relatively flat putt moving from her right to left.
Have to think that it has to go in if she's going to have a chance, and it's not. It's not going to drop. It's just going to be a 3 at best. And even if she does not go on to win here, this could be a turning point in her season. As Morgan said, she struggled. It has not been a year to remember for Shibuno, but maybe surviving the test here will change things for her. And she's certainly disappointed that she didn't give that one a better run.
Well, we talked about how this week is going to change things for Arpachaya Yuban of Thailand for birdie. What a charge she made today. Just ran out of gas a little bit, but what a week and what a day. And when you play for Japan, as we have seen on the men's side with Hideki Matsuyama, the media is relentless. They not only capture just about every shot you play in the championship, I mean, they're here in the practice rounds documenting every single move. And those are not all media just from Japan, of course, covering this U.S. Women's Open, but you're put in a spotlight, and that's why, as Tom alluded to earlier, it was a bit of a struggle for Yuka Saso to kind of embrace that newfound fame. And there is Hideki, as you look at the major champions representing Japan, the men's and women's side all time. There's Shibuno holding that trophy from the AIG Women's Open a few years back, and Hisako Higuchi, the first back in 1977 at the now KPMG Women's PGA Championship. And this week has demonstrated that the Japan players are coming in force here on this LPGA Tour for sure. There's Saso keeping the mood light.
I mean, it's interesting. You see, she wasn't on that graphic as she represented the Philippines when she won, as we talked about earlier. But here, an opportunity now to win one representing Japan.
All right, so Yuban here to get in with a very high finish. Well done. Grabs a big part of the biggest purse in the history of women's golf with a sensational weekend. 68-69. Currently in 5th place. Back at 17.
Andrea Lee on the tee.
She has a 5-iron out. Back into the wind, Tom. I think now is the time to be bold.
It's going to be hard for her to get this one close, Karen. She has a much lower ball flight than, say, what we've seen from Yuka Saso, so it's going to land much more firmly on this green.
Oh, no, just left. Not well struck.
She's lost a few irons short and right today, and then here, that's potentially a makeable bunker shot, but not ideal.
So after a bit of a wait and keeping the mood light, Saso ready to make what she hopes is a last winning full swing of this championship.
144 yards to the hole, 120 to the front. You've got to carry it at least 140 to get over that false front. With this 8-iron, that should be more than enough.
It's going to funnel back towards the front of the green. Must not have quite caught that.
No, it sounded like it dug in a little bit and that face opened up.
It's going to be very, very slow. We've seen players struggle from that tight apron here on 18 all week. Take a look at the contact here. Yeah, look at how that almost got into a grainy spot. Came out a little high and right of what she was looking for. She was looking at it anxiously.
And she knew it. It's now kind of gathered in a spot that's a popular spot. Ball kind of, a lot of golf balls kind of head back into that area. See if she's got a good lie, but still in excellent shape to notch her second major. And she's going to hear it from another record crowd here at Lancaster.
actually been quite tough scrambling around this 18th hole. Only about a third of competitors today able to get it up and down when they've missed this green.
I'd have to say, Morgan, if you're going to miss it, obviously the mantra of playing this golf course, placing your ball in the green, chipping missing shots is stay below the hole. It'll be interesting to see the type of shot she hits. She is definitely one to pull out some sort of wedge. She does not putt from a position like this. She likes to chip.
Yeah, we've seen her do that a few times today already. It's going to be really slow, Kay.
Yeah, this is a combination of making sure you get it up there, but she doesn't want to have a downhill sliding putt for par, so she's probably trying to get this in a 3 or 4 foot circle, leaving it short of the hole.
What a shot. And that should be the one that does it. Perfect position right below the hole.
Absolute nerves of steel, chipping off of that tight lie with a lofted club, trying to win a U.S. Women's Open. That was just textbook right there. Take another look at the contact here. Just clipped it perfectly, hardly took any turf. And that is the shot of a U.S. Women's Open champion right there. Under the most pressure. Everybody's feeling the nerves. Everyone's feeling the pressure. And has she risen to the occasion on this back nine? The ability that she had to shake off that 4-putt and not let it deter her.
Yep, that coming at the 6th hole, which it was anybody's game at that point. Now Lee at 17.
It was in the flat of the bunker, Tom, which made it more difficult.
That one needed to go in. Nobody had hold one from that bunker this week for birdie. And Andrew is not going to do it. And it's going to take a moment of magic at the 18th for Andrea.
Sasso looking to become the 3rd player in LPGA history to make her first 2 wins, both majors. And we look at the golfers that preceded her, Sayri Pot, and then NG Chung, who won here back in 2015. All that's left for Sasso to post 4 under. And it appears that the Philippines and Japan can now claim a U.S. Women's Open champion. Andrea Lee behind her still with a glimmer of a hope. But Sasso with those 4 birdies and a stretch of 5 holes from 12 through 16 put this away.
Great play.
Just absolute nerves of steel coming down this back nine. Wow.
17.
Yeah, another par putt that needs to go in for Andrea Lee.
And this one's going to break to the left. She's been fighting so hard today, Tom.
Continues to fight, but that one doesn't drop. Makes it all the more likely that this woman will be the champion. She is skipping to the scoring tent, Dan.
Why wouldn't you?
It's really quite impressive how she was able to straighten out her ball striking. Yesterday we saw her getting up and down from all over Lancaster Country Club, and today 5 shots better than yesterday in strokes gained approach.
Shibuno now at 18 here, looking for a high finish.
Hybrid in hand, slight uphill lie. Should launch a little higher because of that. On a great line.
And Team Japan here lining up for a 1-3 finish. And this was Shibuno in the fairway as Yuka Saso finished. Standing O out there by our fellow major champion. And then back at 17.
And the bogey putt for Andrea Lee.
I think you know that at this point that things have slipped away, but you're fighting for the best possible finish you can possibly get.
Well, a lot of money on the line.
That's exactly right. Well done.
Ranking points, CME points, Solheim Cup points. And she looks disappointed, but there's a lot to play for coming down the 18th.
In those 2 tee shots at 16 and 17, Morgan really ended up costing her a chance.
Yeah, Andrea just fighting her swing really today. Think about the tee shot at 4. Think about the tee shot at 6 that nearly went in the penalty area. And Yuka here, just make sure you sign the right number. And you kind of feel like it's maybe hitting her all at this moment, what she's accomplished.
It was that beautiful 3rd shot that set up this easy par to post 4 under and pretty much put it out of reach. It's out of reach now with Lee making her latest bogey. And Yuka Saso in front of thousands here around this 18th green. He's going to celebrate another U.S. Women's Open title. Olympic Club, tough track. Lancaster, tough place. And Yuka Saso rises above them all after a field of 156 started the week. There are just 3 players currently under par right now. And that is your good old-fashioned U.S. Open test, Morgan. And Saso, who loves difficult conditions and has proved it with her 2 wins now, is going to be one happy player tonight. On the other end of things, Minjee Lee, who deep into this championship in this final round even looked like she had the right stuff to put it away after the 2nd hole, the leader by 2. She birdied her opening hole, then started a string of bogeys, and then the undoing for Minjee down the stretch with what happened at 12, double bogey there, double 14, bogey 15, and then just came unraveled like it can happen here.
It really can, and I think that it's always very jarring when you have a double bogey on a hole like 12, and it's very difficult to bounce back from.
And she was 3 under as she made the turn, +3 as she plays the last. Andrea Lee trying to secure a top spot. Currently tied with Shibuno, who's up ahead on the 18th green with a fast birdie putt.
You know, when you're in Andrea's position, you have to kind of shake off the feeling of being down, that you're not going to have your hands on the trophy, but you've got to try and lift yourself up enough to finish strong.
Now there's still, as we said, so much on the line. I think even potentially an Olympic bid for Andrea Lee with some Rolex ranking points that she will get from this finish.
There it is, official now. Yuka Saso. Whoa. Somebody got a little bit too excited there. I understand that Yuka's father is here at this championship.
And he's been with her on the range every day during warm-up.
His name is Masakazu, and there he is. About ready to celebrate with his daughter, who just won the biggest prize in women's golf for a second time. And this was just earlier. We talked about this slick birdie putt for Shibuno, again in a tie for second with Lee, who's behind her down the fairway. And so that will put Shibuno in at 1 under. So at the moment, just 2 players in for sure under par in this championship. As Hinako Shibuno proved to herself that maybe she's back after a really tough start to the year.
Yeah, she should really be encouraged by the way that she played this week. It's such a tough test of golf. And 2 over par on Sunday won't be what she was looking for, but always smiling as she is.
And it was good to get to know Wachani Michai a little better this week, even though this was not the way this final round ended for her the way she would have hoped. Tied for the lead again to start. This got off to a rough start. Bogeyed the first 2 holes, went out in 40. And a 77 for Michai, 31-year-old from Thailand, who is bidding to become one of the biggest upset winners in the history of this championship. Great personality, a delight to talk to. The media had fun with her this week. In her ghost stories, staying in her house by herself. And hopefully she'll bring a lot of confidence from this performance. 9 years out here on the LPGA Tour. Still looking for that first win.
Yeah, mostly confidence that she does belong, that she has the ability to play on the biggest stage.
So now just 2 players left, and see the disappointment on Andrea's face. Her parents are here this week.
176, 124, 200, 192.
Her mom doesn't come to a lot of the tournaments on the road. She was, the last one in fact was at Pebble Beach last year. And now Saso getting some congratulatory calls and texts, I'm sure.
We're kind of looking between the pin and the left edge of the green. Are they off the green? It's right in the center of the thing. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Andrea Lee was the American hope today. She was trying to become just the 6th American to win in the last 20 U.S. Women's Open. She was trying to make it back-to-back American victories to follow up Allison Corpus, and was trying to make that the first time that Americans had won back-to-back since Hillary Lunke and Meg Mallon in 03 and 04, but not to be.
No, and she's got an uphill lie here. 195.
Go. 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 Go.
Is that going to stay?
No, looks like it's gonna trundle back down. It's such a difficult green here. Such a penal green if you don't hit the perfect shot.
Morgan, this golf course this week dished out some shots and some challenges that I know that you haven't seen ever in your major championship career in broadcasting. I mean, this has just been an unusual, challenging week.
Yeah, you just had to be spot on with just about every part of your game. And Minjee here just did not have that, especially today. Only hit 2 fairways. Karen, she was just fighting the whole way around.
And she kind of held on tightly around that front nine, got away with some things, but eventually it all caught up with her. And that was a 6-iron.
Pretty good shot there from up against that cut of rough.
That's more what we saw from Minjee Lee all week.
No, it hasn't come back.
Came in #1 in strokes gained, tee to green. And there is Shibuno giving Saso a hug. Three major titles now between those two. Michai. After a tough day. And back out to Lee, who had to watch one final ball roll off these sloping greens. Mentioned earlier that she's been chasing these USGA championships for a long, long time. Played in her first US Women's Open at the age of 15. And it's now going to be 0 for 17 in USGA events for Andrea Lee, who was one of those golf prodigies growing up. Just pretty much had incredible success all through her young teenage years and at Stanford. And talked about how she's made an adjustment here to life as a professional. But again, I'm sure she'll take a lot from this week that'll help her down the line in search of her second LPGA Tour win and in many majors to come. She's just 25 years old.
Andrea here looking to putt this one. This is a lot to ask from the putter here, Karen.
Well, I think it's going to be, it's almost a full shoulder turn with a bit of wrist hinge. It's going to take a lot of effort to get this one up the hill and to the hole. But if you think back to...
The person in the yellow, that security guard almost right there. Yeah.
If you think back to 15, she chose to chip it from the fringe, from the tight lie back there and hit it a little heavy. So I think this for her feels like a more consistent, safer play right now.
Second place at stake here.
It's just
That might not make.
Trying to putt through that much fringe, that steep. It's hard to take the putter back far enough. Almost need a full turn. And this is a very expensive putt she has upcoming.
In-Gee Chun celebrating the winner 9 years ago here. Those are the two champions at Lancaster. She kind of stunned Yuka there.
Caught her a little off guard, a little surprised.
Celebration just starting up for Saso.
Have to think of the test that Lancaster's provided. Think of the two champions here in the first two U.S. Women's Opens. Hopefully it continues to come back to this tough test of golf many times in the future. It is beyond worthy of this championship.
And we just saw In-Gee Chun, who has that foundation here. It's another reason why it's such a successful championship. It's because of how Lancaster, the town, the community embraces it, the crowds here. And now this for a tie for second. And to make it just 3 players under par for the entire week.
Very slow putt up the hill, breaking to her right.
Get there, get there. Oh. So one final bogey for Andrea Lee. Just not enough down the stretch when it counted. 75 after 3 rounds in the 60s. Still a marvelous week for the 25-year-old American. Just 2 players indeed finish under par. Both representing Japan as Minjee Lee lines this one up.
Should have gotten a bit of a good read from Andrea's putt.
Par at the last for Minjee Lee, but a disappointing Sunday. You work all week to get yourself in position. Got off to a good start, but in the end just didn't have enough. 78, 12 shots clear of her 66 on Saturday. That put her in this final group.
That's definitely the biggest surprise of the day. Minjee's performance just didn't have it with her ball striking, which is typically her strongest part of her game.
So people getting up in that Philippine and Japan time zone. 6:30 a.m. in the Philippines, 7:30 a.m. in Japan, and waking up to see that Yuka Saso has another U.S. Women's Open title, this time representing Japan.
She isn't the first one to win a major championship representing 2 different countries. Sally Little won the 1980 LPGA Championship representing South Africa, and then the 1988 Du Maurier representing the United States. But Yuka, that's the shortest putt she had all week when she made 422 feet of putts. I mean, the shortest one to claim the victory.
A putting performance to remember and a ball striking performance to remember on a golf course where you had to have both. You had to have control of your emotions. You had to bounce back from big scores like Saso did earlier with that 4-putt double at the 12th. But in the end, it is Yuka Saso who rises above them all to beat everybody at Lancaster, the 2nd U.S. Women's Open staged here.